as they go by the 600. Kirov Boy will bring them to the corner. I Done It about to move up once again and look for that front spot coming around the bend. I Done It goes up, gets equal now with Kirov Boy. Top of the Wazzer away from his heels, followed then by Antique Dream. Cockram's going to need some luck still back behind them. Can't get through pre-selection. And Outlaw Pete to the outside, but I Done It boots away. Pre-selection's in bother back in the field. Outlaw Pete's the one coming right down the outside though, and with 150 to go, sprinted straight past I Done It. Top of the Wazzer and Antique Dream. Outlaw Pete in front. Top of the Wazzer keeps battling away, but it's Outlaw Pete too good. Outlaw Pete beat home Top of the Wazzer. Oh, pre-selection, something beaten there. Never really got out until it was all over, and when she did, she rocketed to the line in front of Antique Dream, followed further back behind them. Pulling up towards the back end is I Done It, and Kirov Boy is back last of all. Outlaw Pete is the winner, number 2. Ridden by Clint Johnston Porter. Made that run around them here to the corner, dashing away, stepping up there to the 2,150. He had been placed at 1 mile and a quarter behind Star Exhibit, no less, last year. And he jumped up there in distance today, and he handled it perfectly over Top of the Wazzer. A battling run, but pre-selection just never got out behind them. Strung up in traffic in a small field, as they can sometimes do, and then when it did get clear, the race was pretty much shot to pieces. The bird had flown. Outlaw Pete, it was the one that had the unimpeded run and really made the most of it. By Oratorio from the Old Spice Mare, Toy of War for Joanne Andrews, Ken and Helen Gregson, Isaac and Estelle Cohen, and Wayne Downs, trained by Trevor Andrews. Good change of luck for Trevor here today with Clint Johnston Porter in the saddle, 362.20. Number 7, Top of the Wazzer, second homer Mossman, Happy Play Gilding for DJ, Mrs. R. Lockhart, Jerry Harvey, J, Mrs. H. Evans and Mrs. S. Crispin. Jason Whiting, the rider, for Gary Crispin, 360. No third pre-selection there. The favourite by authorised out of Secret Women's Biz for the Tomo Syndicate, Mrs. P, Ms. R, Ms. A. Thompson, G. Hilton, Alan Matthews prepares, and handled by Ellie Cockram. 2:15 and a half, 2:15.50 there the time. Outlaw Pete with his 6th win today at his 23rd race start. So hadn't won beyond the 1800. He's only had the one previous runner, placing to, of course, Star Exhibit, the Cup winner. And today has made a very, very successful transition back up to a middle distance to win the Amelia Park Handicap. Race 2, the Chinese New Year race day, 4th of Feb, maiden at 1:47. There are no changes there in the next on the card. Let's go downstairs, and we've got Mark Olmos with us once again in the yard. Had a nice little change of fortune today for Trevor Andrews.
Certainly is. 280 days since last win. A bit unfair for him because, as you mentioned just before, Trevor, he's been a bit unlucky.
Yeah, he has. His barriers have been against him, and he's the sort of horse been held up on the fence on a few occasions and been quite luckless. His last start was good. We dropped him back to a 1500 with this race in mind. We didn't want to go 3 weeks from 1 mile to the 21. He's the sort of horse that needs good tempo on, needs to be off the fence and needs to be working in the race at the right time. And today, you know, Clint presented him with a really good ride and he got the job done.
Second up, he was desperately unlucky, I think, with Jordan Turner on board. Did you think we might have missed our chance this preparation?
Yeah, I thought he was a certainty beat that day, and then Hugh Bowman rode him the next start and in a slow run race, and he took off early on him, and Hugh said that the pace beat him. So, you know, we just thought we'd step him up to this ground and have a feel of whether it was going to suit him, but the race was run really nice and small field, and he had a good run throughout, so we'll probably keep him around this trip. There seemed to be a lack of these races on the program currently, but he's a genuine little horse, and he's not over-endowed with ability, but he tries his heart out.
Honest as, and as you mentioned, staying out to these types of trips, could he stay out at this trip at potentially up in class 78 plus?
Well, I mean, in those sort of races, he's going to be down on the minimum, so, you know, he's only a little horse, so the weight will certainly help him, and it's all about relaxing, and he possesses a good turn of foot, so, you know, if he can sort of relax a bit and you know, show that turn of foot, there's more wins in him.
Trevor, congratulations, the first of the day, the first of the new year at Ascot. Well done.
Thanks, Mark. Cheers.
Trevor Andrews there, the winning trainer, and I'll just catch up quickly with Clint Johnston Porter. Great way to kick off the Metropolitan year here at Ascot with a winner on this unlucky galloper in recent times. Great to get back on him.
Yeah, it's really good. I got on him at the right time. He's had a few runs under his belt. He's getting a bit older now, so the distance is going to do him well. And as we've just seen there, he's a good star and he outstayed the rest of them.
Tell us about in the run. You looked to have them pretty much covered coming to the turn as they all bunched up, and he was just travelling very nicely.
Yeah, he's good. He comes straight back underneath me out the barriers. I was travelling well the whole way. I had to give him a little bit of a wake up at about the 600, and when I did that, I just knew I had an old horse underneath me, and he travelled into the straight nice, popped off their heels, and away he went.
Clint, could be a big day for you later on with Pinzu. Best of luck.
I hope so. Thank you.
Clint Johnson Porter there, the winning rider of race number 1, the first race of 2017.